in spite of the perks that go with that office, in spite of the honor and the prestige of the office of the Chief Justice of Nigeria, he overlooked all of that and put his health as the major consideration necessitating his resigning from that office. But as a result of the fact that this is coming in the wake of the allegations that have now become a matter of public knowledge, with so much buzz on social media, on the traditional media, everybody's talking about it. It casts a shadow, a cloud of doubt on his motives. As it stands now, what should ordinarily hand him plaudits and commendation is something that we now look at askance, and we are doubtful what must have prompted him to tender his resignation on the ground of ill health. Because the fact is this: shortly after he was appointed, the news got out that he's been battling with his health. He's been battling ill health. So, but he's retiring, is tendering his resignation at this particular time when accusations has been leveled against him. Makes it not a straightforward affair such that we can commend him. Okay. Because of the environment in which we live, because of the sociology of Nigeria and our experience with people who occupy public offices, when issues like that come up, there is always that subtext of corruption, either explicitly occupying the center of the issue, or it will be in the background. So, in the court of public opinion, it is taken that the reason why the welfare of the justices is suffering is because there is diversion of funds. The public's perception about the Supreme Court has been altered. Whether there is diversion of fund or not is not important per se, as far as public perception going by what is happening now is concerned. And because of that perception, which is negative in this instance, it's not good, because it puts doubt in the mind of the public. It should be investigated, because the issues on ground now are matters that pertain to diversion of public funds. So the anti-graft agencies should investigate him. I don't think he's above limits. He's not off limits as far as the investigatory powers of the anti-graft agencies are concerned. There is no exception before the law.
If that people at that level can be neglected, I don't know what becomes of the ordinary man. And then talking about the response of His Lordship, the former Chief Justice of Nigeria, that is not the judiciary is not the only arm that is faced with that kind of situation. And the question is, did he complain? Was there prudence in the entire system for him to say, oh, the allowance, the budgetary allocation that he presented was not met, or some funds meant for the judiciary was diverted? Was he here to complain on behalf of his colleagues? If he was seen to have done that, I don't think they would have misunderstood him in any way. So for him to say that it's not only the judiciary that is facing financial challenges, that excuse is a very lame one. And talking about the fact that he resigned a few days after allegations and from his colleagues came up, the reason he gave is that of ill health. There is this saying that not even the devil understands the intention of a man. He has given his reason that it was ill health, but there are feelers out there that his resignation is not far-fetched from the complaint from his colleagues and the fact that the anti-graft agencies have been grafted into the entire system for them to commence investigation. If you put the development together, the issue of the complaint of the justices of the Supreme Court and the reason given for the resignation of the CGN himself, the former CGN as he stands now, you find out that the complaint from his colleagues was not really because they like him, or they don't like him, or they have some they harbor some ill feelings towards him, but because over the years, some of them have been on that bench for more than 10 years. They have been with other chief justices of Nigeria in the past, and they saw how things played out, and they would have discovered for themselves how dwindling everything suddenly went. To me, they should be applauded for voicing out, because in doing that, it also caused the next persons coming to sit up and do the right thing. And the CGN who has given reason of ill health and all that, of course, you can't divorce the two. It is remotely as a result of this complaint. To me, whether it's belated or it's not belated, for him to have taken that bold step to resign, it also should be commended. It was rumored everywhere that even before Honorable Justice Tanko came in as the Chief Justice of Nigeria, that he was not mentally, he was not sound in health. Yeah. And they still went ahead to impose them. Coming to your questions about the call on the anti-graft agencies to wade in to this issue of allegation of fraud at the Supreme Court. There's a commended, they don't even need to be called upon before they do what is right in the instance. They don't need to be called upon. The former CGN has already resigned, is former, as far as that office is concerned. And then if there should be transparency in the system, and if there should be a precedent for somebody to follow tomorrow, there's a need for investigation into these allegations. It should not be swept under the carpet.